Hello viewers, welcome to UN College Digital Class. In today's class, I am going to discuss one very interesting topic in C++, that is data conversion in C++. In the previous class, already I have discussed what is the meaning of implicit typecasting, explicit typecasting. In this class, I am going to discuss about data conversion in details. Let's start. Data conversion in C++. A user-defined data types are designed by the user to suit their requirements, just like class. The compiler does not support automatic type conversion for such data type, and therefore the user needs to design the conversion routines by themselves if required. There can be three different types of situation where we need data conversion. Now I am going to discuss about those three different types of situation. Those are conversion from basic type to class type, conversion from class type to basic type, conversion from one class type to another class type. Here the first one is conversion from basic type to class type. It means that here we need to convert the primitive data type just like int, character, float, all those to class type. And for that reason, to perform this conversion, the idea is to use the constructor to perform type conversion during object creation. Okay. Now I am going to give one example so that you will be clear on this concept, and for that reason I have used here class demo. Inside class demo I have used int no, and in the public part I have used the constructor, that is demo int t. Okay, inside the constructor I have just used the statement basic type to class type conversion. This is optional exactly. Then no equal to t. Okay, here no is the data member of the class and t is the parameter what we are passing to the constructor. Then we have used void show method here, and here I have defined the show method. Here I am just defining the show method outside of the class by using scope resolution operator. Inside the show method only one statement is here, cout no. Okay, then in the void main method what I have done, int num, I have used one integer variable, then enter a number. You may enter any number, let the number is 10. Okay, then demo obj equal to num. Here you can see that it is just like we know that we are using assignment operator to assign right side value to the left side container or to the left side variable. Here in the similar way we are using one basic type at the right side, and we are using the class at the left side. Okay, then obj.show, and that's all. Let me explain this by using pen. Here you can see that this particular statement demo obj equal to num, it will execute, actually it will execute the constructor. We know that if we are using constructor in C++, then at the time of creating the object the constructor will be executed. Okay, it is not a big deal, but the way we are writing this one obj is a class type. Here we have already declared obj is a class type, that is demo type, but num is a basic type, and by using equal to assignment operator we are just converting num type to class type, and in this way we are converting basic type to class type. I hope you have got some basic knowledge on this concept. Now I am going to explain the basic type to class conversion, class type conversion by using operator. Okay, class demo. Inside class demo 1 I have used one integer variable, that is no. Then in the public part I have used void display method. Inside the display method I have used cout no. That's all. Then here I am going to use operator function for type conversion. You can see the syntax of operator function here. Operator equal to, actually equal to is used for type conversion, and inside the parenthesis, inside the bracket, you can see that int t, we are passing the argument, and it is used for basic to class type conversion. Then no equal to t. That's all. Inside the main method, what I have used demo obj. Obj is the object of class demo. Then int num, and I have just prompted for entering a number to the user. Then user will enter the number which will be stored at num. Then object, I have used an output statement, that is cout object obj overloaded. How? Now obj equal to num. Here you can see that obj equal to num, when we are using this particular statement, exactly what happens, this operator function will be executed. But you can see here obj is a class type and num is a basic type. Okay, and by using equal to, we are just using typecasting. Okay, in this way we are performing typecasting from basic to class type, because you can see that basic type num is at the right side and class type is at the left side, and by using equal to, we are just putting basic value or basic type value into class type value. Then obj.display, then that's all. Cout obj, object obj assignment operator. Then obj, yes, one more thing I want to explain here. We can also perform typecasting by this type of statement also. Here you can see that when we are using this type of statement also, this particular function is executed. Let me erase everything and write it again. When you are just using this particular type of function call, at that time this function will be executed and also typecasting is performed. My point is that you can use this type of statement or you can use this type of statement to overload operator function for typecasting. Okay, then obj.display, that's all. Get CS, that's all. Okay, let me explain it. Suppose here we are just using entering num equal to 20. Okay, when suppose, and when you are writing obj equal to num, 20 is passed, 20 will be here, and 20 will be assigned with the no value, so that when you are calling obj.display, this particular function will be executed and you will get output 20. And in the similar way, when you are using obj.operator num, as we know that num value is 20, suppose we want to get a different num value, then here we can write that num equal to 30 or 40 or 100. It means that suppose num value is now 100, then here we are passing 100, and when we are passing 100, this particular function will be executed. Here t value will be 100, and when we are just calling obj.display, this function will be executed and we will get output 100. Okay, you may use the same value, no problem. In that case you will get, suppose the num value you have entered 20 here, then you will get output 20 here and the same output 20 here. But just I want to change the value. For that reason, suppose you will write num equal to 100 just before calling this method operator, so you will get 100. Okay, in this way typecasting is performed. Now this is about operator overloading, what I have just explained. Now I am going to explain conversion from class type to basic type. It is also very interesting one. Here we are just converting from user defined type to basic type. Conversion of class object to primitive data type. In this type of conversion, the from type is a class object and to type is primitive data type. The normal form of an overloaded casting operator function, also known as conversion function. Actually here also we will use the operator function for conversion, and the function operator function is also called as conversion function. The syntax of using operator function already we have used in basic type to class type, operator, type name, then parenthesis, then code. This function converts a user defined data type to primitive data type. For example, the operator double converts a class object to type double. The operator int converts a class type object to int type, and so on. The conversion function must satisfy the following conditions. What are those? It must be a class member. It must not specify the return value even though it returns the value, obviously. It must not have any argument. Then I have used the destructor, and inside the destructor only I have used a simple statement, that is cout destructor called handle. Okay, that's all. Then in the main method, what I have done, I have used int num and another variable, that is t, two integer variables here. Then cout, enter a number, then cin num, and here I am just calling, or I am just creating the object of demo, that is demo obj, and I am passing num to the constructor. That's all. Then d equal to obj. Here you can see that, let me use the pen. When we are calling this one, suppose num value is 5, okay, then this will be executed, and inside the obj the no value will be 5. Then d equal to obj. Here you can see that d is a basic type and obj is a class type, and totally two are different. By using equal to, we are just calling this function, and here the obj, it looks like that the class type is content or passed to a basic type, and in this way we are performing class type to basic type conversion. Okay, now we can use another way of writing this particular type of operator function by using d equal to obj dot operator int. You can write this way, you can write this way, no problem, both are equal. D equal to obj dot operator int. Here also this particular int, this particular operator function will be executed, and d value will be 5. Here also d value is 5. In both the cases, when you will display d, you will get 5. Okay, in this way we can convert one class type to basic type. Now I am going to discuss about conversion of one class type to another class type. In this type, one class type is converted into another class type. It can be done in two different ways. Those are using constructor and using overloading casting operator, which is here we are going to use equal to. Okay, let there be two classes A and B. If we want to allocate the details that belong to class A to an object of class B, then this can be achieved by B object of class B equal to A object of class A, where equal to has been overloaded for an object of class type B. If we are going to use constructor for typecasting, then in this type of conversion, the destination, in the destination class we use the constructor method, object x equal to object y. Here object x is the destination object and object y is source object. Using overloading casting operator, already I have explained, and let me explain it once again. Object x equal to object y. Object y is the source and object x is the destination. Here I am going to give one example for class type, one class type to another type of class conversion, and for that reason I have used one class. The name of the class is 1. Inside the class I have used char a, one character variable. The name of the variable is a, and in the public part I have used one default constructor. Inside the default constructor I have just initialized the character variable a with capital A. You can use parameterized constructor, no problem. Only to make the program simple I have used default constructor here. Then one method which is returning one character type, char get underscore char. and inside the method only one statement is there, return a, that's all. Okay, the return type is character, and here I am just returning the character variable, that is a. Then in the void display method I have just displaced cout a, that's all. Then I am going to use another class, that is the name of the class I have used here, class 2, and inside class 2 I have used jar b, and in the public part I have used void operator equal to 1a. Here you can see that we have used operator equal to here for, and we are just using overloading casting conversion function here, and inside the function b equal to a underscore b equal to a dot get car. Okay, here let me complete the program first, then I will explain it one by one. Then in the display method I have used cout b, that's all. Then in the int main method I have used one object of class 1, another object of class 2, then b equal to a, and here type conversion is performed, then b dot display return a. Let me use the pen here and I will explain. Okay, here you can see that we have just created the object of class 1, this particular type of class, and then we are creating object of class b, this is this type of class, and these two are totally different. Okay, when we are writing this particular statement b equal to a, actually what happens, this function will be executed, and this object a will be passed as an argument here and will be stored here, and here what we have done, b equal to get car, and this method will execute this one and return a. The a value will be returned at store at b, and so that when we are just writing b dot display we will get output a. Okay, here you can see that we have used the statement a equal to single a equal to capital A inside the single quote. So this particular value is transferred and stored at b, and we will get the output when we are calling b dot display, we will get the output a. In this way typecasting is converted, okay, performed. Here you, again let me explain it once again. Here we have created one object of class b, and the object name is b here, class 2. Okay, let me use it once again. Here we have created the object of class 2 and the object name is b. Okay, and we are just creating another object of class 1 and the object name is a, and by using equal to operator we are just transferring the data from value to this location, and this in this type where a is different type, b is different type, we are just making possible it by using the equal to operator type conversion, and in this way type conversion is performed. Just two factors here it is important to understand. Here when we are performing we are using equal to operator, this method is executing, and for transforming value from this location to this location this particular method is working. Okay, these two methods are responsible here to perform the typecasting. Actually this one is important, and in the coding you may write anything, no problem. I hope you have got a clear concept on this class 1 class type to another type of class conversion. In this class I have discussed about three different types of type conversion: basic type to class type to basic type, and one class type to another class type with examples. I hope you have got some clear concept about these three different types of conversion, but still if you have any doubt or if you need more programs on this concept, then please write to me in the comment box so that I can clear your doubt or I can provide you more program. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time.